Hello, welcome back. This is Jordan. Time for episode 2 of Let's Play Venice. Haha. So a few things I wanted to cover that I was thinking about. So I kept asking, wow, how is it that I keep building all of these ancient wonders so quickly? Duh, the Pantheon belief that I chose is plus 15% production on ancient and classical wonders, which is great. Plus, of course, these 2 stone, I was realizing that, but it wasn't adding up to enough in my head, and now that explains why. So I did use my first Great Merchant, which I also just want, in case anybody was wondering what caused that to happen, Venice automatically gets a Great Merchant when they research optics. So otherwise, you have to earn them, you know, in the normal ways. And yes, okay, let's do production. And I did actually, I bet I came from there already. Wait, where's this? Alright, I did actually a little bit of research. I wasn't able to find, it probably exists somewhere and I just couldn't find it, just a list of what are the wonders that give you great people, you know, points towards great, towards specific great people rather. And so I made a list, and here they are in alphabetical order. Big Ben, CN Tower, Colossus, Eiffel Tower, Great Lighthouse, Machu Picchu, Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, okay, Neuschwanstein, Notre Dame, Pentagon, and the UN. Now, the vast majority of those give +1 per turn towards Great Merchant, but the ones that specifically give +2 are Big Ben, Eiffel Tower, Pentagon, and the UN. So really, only the pretty late game ones give that. So ironically, without even really planning it, look there. That is 3 right there that give +3 Great Merchant slots. That's really good. Oh! Alright. Ooh, so that is going to happen a lot later, but I did not realize that the palace itself has an empty Great Work of Art artifact slot. Awesome. So one quandary that I have. Okay, what do I want? What do I want? I should figure this out. Horseback riding. What does that allow? Oh, all right. So there we go. This is the beginning, because you can start to build them here, but this is the beginning of them getting a farther range. Very interesting. But you know what? I think I'm going to go for Oracle, because those all look like really great things. Ooh, okay. Oh, so many new elements to this game. And I can't really do anything. But it's okay, they can't get to me either. Alright. You come... Well, I guess... I think I've gotten as far as my ships can go at this point in the game. So just come home, I guess. One question in terms of overall strategy. Alright, here we go. So I'm guessing that it's going to tell me I can go to Milan. Oh, alright, I must have... Hold on, I want to check this out. So this city does have... Oh, good, it's doing that. Great. This city does have a granary, therefore it can send food. So let's see. I have many options. I mean, this is a lot. All right, so I could do this, which I don't think I will, because Venice is really growing pretty quickly. But that would actually start to spread my religion to Venice in a good way. Does this city have any? No, it has no religion in it at all. All right, so I could do Porto, which is way over here. That's not a bad deal. But this one is better. This one is the best of them. Oh, wow, and city-states are just listed separately. Alright, Jerusalem, which is way up there. But see, these don't give me science. I think I'm just gonna go for that. Sure, why not? Alright, so now now I know I can... How much does it cost to buy one of these? Alright, so in the, like, 400-ish range. And I'm gonna guess that's gonna go up. I think I might have one of these just stick out here on this gems, just to be on the lookout for things. Oh, anyways, what I was going to say. One question that I have about overall strategy for playing Venice. So obviously with the Great Merchant, at least to me it seems obvious, but maybe I'm wrong. You know, the most... actually, this unupgraded version will be the one there. It seems to me that the best, coolest thing to do with them would be to would be to basically always use them to buy city-states. I mean, that seems just like a ridiculously wonderful power to have. But if Venice is also going to have a lot of money, my guess is that you're going to be wanting to spend a fair amount of that money making alliances with city-states. So you kind of get an Austria-like problem. You know, I mean, obviously because they have a similar ability, in that you don't want to be spending all this money on city-state allies that are giving you benefits at no extra, you know, cost up here and all that sort of stuff. You know, you don't want to be spending all that money to then just have it basically worthless, you know, in the sense that in the sense that now they're just a part of your empire and now they're costing you things. Yes, you get the advantages, but you know, none of the other stuff. So I'm curious how you all see that. You know, is that going to be a battle, and how might you rectify that overall? My sense of that is that as the game progresses, alright, I'm no longer first, but I'm actually still doing okay. Alright. I wonder what that will mean. You know what I should do? Since I've got all these land things in here, I'll run away. I should, like, have just military units patrolling that area. Alright, and you can chill there. But my guess is that as the game progresses, in general, you're going to be wanting to have trade routes that are further and further afield from your cities. And so it seems to me that potentially, like right now, I'm trading with Vancouver. But my guess is that fairly soon Vancouver will not be nearly as lucrative for me to trade with as Machu or Melbourne, perhaps. So does that mean that at that point, then Vancouver switches from being someone that I want to trade with for an international trade route, blah blah blah, to being somebody that, oh, actually, now I'll just take them. You know, and that would actually help in terms of having an empire that's maybe a little bit more centered around your capital than all over the place and difficult to defend. Sure, we can work together. That works. Okay. I've seen a few things on Reddit that make me believe that Portugal might be a little bit aggressive. I don't know if that just happened to be... yeah. Okay, and this issue here with the barbarians, there was, as some of you may remember, there was a barbarian ship that came up here and traversed this trade route. I mean, theoretically, they were on it for quite a while, and yet they did not kill it, which just makes me wonder. Can I clear marshes yet? Yes, I guess I have, since I'm pretty sure that was a marsh. Yeah. because these need to be farms. Actually, why did I do that? I should just go. Yep, whatever. Also, pretty soon, I should go ahead and build a road between these. Yes. Alright, so I can do... There are no available sea routes. So now, I'm actually surprised about that, because it said that my land route could get to Porto, but I would have thought that if a land route can get from La Venta to Porto, that a sea route would have been able to get from La Venta to Lisbon. And I don't want... I don't want to be filling up on land routes, because I've just heard that sea routes give twice as much gold, and I'm pretty sure that's actually true. Alright, do I have to get all the way here? What's the... Okay, compass. Wow, that's actually a little while before that starts happening. In which case... Sure. We'll take more gold. That sounds wonderful. Alright, so we're friends here, which gives us porcelain. What about you? Jewelry, the opposite type. So I'm gonna go ahead and say protection, and then in 10 turns, I'll see if we can start being allies. Now, granted, they'll both give me cotton, but that's still okay. Or do I want this? I might want that. I might want Milan. Not only would it be as much help for us in terms of resources, but also culture is wonderful. I'm always a fan of more culture. I'm gonna guess that means that there's a trade route there. I don't know, I can toggle seeing my trade routes, but can I see others? I haven't seen any yet, but surely that is something that I can see, I would assume. Let's see. No, that's not what I meant. It just says trade routes. I'm gonna assume that the computer would not have just simply not built any yet. You know what, you're just gonna wait there. Now, of course, if these trade routes up here keep doing well for me, I may even want to have roads going up this way. You know, if it makes me enough money. I mean, my trade routes are already making me 22 gold per turn. That is way more than my rivers and coasts would be giving me at this point. That is sick. And I mean that in a good way, I suppose. You're just gonna come over here. Yes, this, like, hand axe. What is this? Well, look at that. It's fully improved. So, we'll start on the road. Yes, I thought for a second that maybe was Ethiopian. But no. One thing I worry about in this specific game is the Shoshone. I hope they don't start coming south more and start hitting me, and I also very much hope that with all these trade routes going that are helping them, they're helping me more, but they're also helping them, that improves relations. What are these? You know what? I think we can do this. Wait. Oh, that's a building. Leonard's. Ah, interesting. 50% increase in range. Wow, that's actually, that is pretty nice. So you know what? I'm gonna do it. Sugar and ivory with Poland. Let's redo that, shall we? Alright, awesome. Thank you. Is there anywhere I can go? Nope. Won't let me go here. So I have to change cities to there. Alright, this is actually a pretty user-friendly system. I have to say, they really thought about this. Sure, National College. Why not? Yeah. Sure. I want... Well, hopefully, if I can keep really good relations with Poland up here, and Portugal... took me a second. What? Okay, so it does happen. Happened right now. Which one? It was this one. Okay, so... So my question is, does the trade unit simply just die when that happens? And I'm guessing the answer is yes, and you need to run away. Alright, so this is the one that I just rebased. But you know what? I wanted that one. I'm gonna guess that that's a nice one to have. Is this one... Yeah, this one's going all the way there. Well, what are my options here? This one gives me a lot of science. It gives me the most science, in fact. As well as... Ooh, but Jerusalem gives me the most gold. But I don't need gold. I want science. So, you know what? Porto it is. And, since this is like... Since that trade route is not really in... going through difficult area, I mean, it's just that little bit. I doubt that I'll have too many barbarian issues there. But I need to move you up. I wonder, should I buy, like... Wait, do I have iron working? Did that happen and I just don't remember? It could have. That was last night, very, very late last night. Yes, it did happen. Right! Ah, so basically the ability to reveal iron on the map and where Colossus is have switched places. So you know what? Yes, I'm just gonna buy that. Since I have more money than I can possibly think what to do with. And you're gonna help us fight these barbarians, and also theoretically to keep other players from thinking, oh, look at Jordan there, he has no army, let's go. Alright. Ooh, yes, and it did actually extend to the marble. Come on, crabs, come on! Okay, well, but at least we're gonna get another sugar. In fact, are we at more sugar than we need? Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Alright, we have a sugar to export. Who wants my sugar? Who can afford it? Babylon. Why is that blacked out? A declaration of friendship is needed to trade this item? Whoa! What? That is new! That is brand new! Okay, well... Whoa! Whoa! You can only trade... I mean, you could do, like, resource for resource, but you can only trade money, either if it's part of, like, a specific peace deal, or if you are declared as friends? That must be new. I do not know that. Huh. So question. I will be getting Great Merchant in not many turns. Suggestions on where I should send it and what to get. Suppose I should take into consideration resources available. I'm thinking Vancouver, just because it won't anger anyone. You know, that would take down that trade route, that sea trade route. But then if I have Vancouver, that opens up potentially 3 more sea trade routes. I mean, immediately, not to mention then eventually, of course, when my trade routes can just go further, just because. Oh wow, I'm still in shock over the whole. Right, you're just gonna fortify for a couple turns here. You can kill him, but then he might kill you. But we're gonna do it. Yeah, he probably will kill you, but whatever, you're just a warrior. But you're gonna come in here and try to get to that. Oh yeah, that's right, I have yet another unit. So much money. Yes, I can. I always think that you... I'm never quite sure. You can fire over jungle? Whatever. Yeah, I mean, the other reason I'm thinking Vancouver is, while certainly growth is nice, I feel like Venice especially is really growing pretty well without too much... I mean, right now I'm not even, you know, friends or anything with Vancouver, so it's not doing me nothing. So actually, yes, that is, I think, exactly what I will do. You know what? You don't need to be there. Zurich has that pretty well covered in terms of military. I want this immediately. Alright. The Shoshone, perhaps, were the ones that did away with that. Oh, by the way, thank you to everyone who is watching and commenting. I love the comments. I'm trying to respond to them whenever possible. And thank you definitely for keeping them polite. You know, I love learning new things. I think there are lots of facets about this game that probably a lot of us don't know about, and I really appreciate all of the positive comments. So far, there haven't been any really trollish ones, and that's great. Let's see. Do any of these... Oh, and this is that thing. So interesting. I think that's a national wonder. You know, they really should say. It should be much clearer which ones are the national and the world wonders. Oh, that one then. More trade routes. More trade routes. Alright, are they like lurking around in here anywhere? I'll give it another turn and then attack from here. Shoshone, don't attack me, please. But I don't want... Oh, but I can do this, and then kill it. Aha, yes. That was the way to do it. Ah, my mouse is being weird. And... dead. You can just hang out here, perhaps. Oh, because this trade route was over. Still the only place I can go. So, wow, and that is giving me a good amount of money. Yeah, how far are we? I mean, I guess... Well, but now I don't know if I want to do that. And the question is, if... when the city trades hands, like, if it's during the middle of the 30 turns, does that kind of end the trade route and ask me? Or, actually, another question, can I end a trade route in the middle of it? Like, can I click on this and somehow make it stop? Say, nope, never mind. I want to do something else. Can I click on the unit? But sometimes the unit can even be out of view. Like, right now it's in the middle of here. Huh. Oh yeah, I want one of these. So I want to redo this one. I want to take it. I promise I'm not being offensive towards you. I'm just protecting my trade routes. I swear. Which is interesting. I've never... This actually... Because I'm definitely a person who does not play very warlike, but I feel like this is already kind of making me imagine those aspects of the game more, just because I'm having to be out there defending my trade routes. How far? Alright, oh come on. How many turns do I have to wait? Come on. Nope, I'm not gonna do it. What's gonna be the fastest way? I never like doing the road 2. I always feel like there's something somehow more meaningful. I guess this way is, I mean, it's probably about the same. Something somehow more meaningful to actually design my road system myself. Maybe that's very silly. Alright, basically I'm feeling like at this point... Here we go, here we go, here we go. Whoa! This is a year for the history books in Venetian history. Alright, I want to save a trade route for... I mean, maybe that's silly. Ooh. Or is this? No, I'm gonna do this. First of all, I'm going to enhance this religion. So, as someone was pointing out earlier in the previous video, oh look, they're all gone. That actually, because I can purchase. Ooh, this has changed now. Because I can purchase in puppet cities, the pagodas, mosques, etc., things like that, are actually of value, since I can do that, despite the fact that they're puppets. You know, the unique Venetian thing. What do I want? I mean, this would give me more growth, which I suppose is nice. I have happiness out the wazoo. In fact, why do I have so much happiness? I guess the question is more, why do I not have more unhappiness? Okay. I don't know. Honestly, none of them are sticking out to me as being as wonderful as I would like it to be. But maybe I'll just do this one and just get the growth. I think I want that one. Ooh, or this one. Yes, that one. Okay. Done. Oh, they did it. Fine. Be that way. Alright, and you... Wait a minute. What have I been doing? I can embark. Why have I not been embarking? I haven't gone anywhere. Why am I wasting my life? There's not really much... okay. Anyway. Yep, that's what I want. That's all I can do. And that gives him gold and science. Like, he should like me, right? Please like me. What was the... It was Babylon, right, that I wanted to sell to. But you can't. Crazy. Oh, it won't even let me, like, say. It won't even let me ask anymore. How about you? Uh-oh. Yeah, see, he just is a little intimidating to me. I'm not gonna lie. Building a caravanserai, or a caravanserai, as I've heard it pronounced before. Not in the context of this game, but I believe in the context of a song. Yes, that is in a song somewhere. I think it had to be caravanserai at the end of it to rhyme.
Instrumental or mechanical science is the...
Okay. What have we got? What was I wanting to go towards? I can't build Machu Picchu, which is too bad, because that's one of the wonders that gives great merchant points, but I can't get it. Yeah, I think this, because theology would be really nice, and then after theology, compass would be extra nice. You can chill there. Oh, right. I want to buy, like, a scout or two. Maybe two, actually. Oh, and I can buy one here, even though it's a puppeted city. I am going to officially do my... I think this will be my first puppet city purchase. How exciting. Thoroughly thrilling. Does it... If you scroll over a city, does it say... Ooh, yes! It says... where the trade routes from that city are going, which is... Wait. Or it does if... Huh? Oh, no! It's just the trade, if you're on the trade route itself. Okay. I was really confused for a second there. Marble. Great. Alright, finish this farm, and then we'll get this other sugar. Even though I can't actually trade them away. Because it's stupid. Purchase a scout. And you will also purchase a scout. There we go. See farther, yay! I think I'll have the road go that way, and then cross the river, and come down. Don't attack me, don't attack me, don't attack me. Ooh, I'm not liking that. The fact that they've got this settler working there. Alright, so this would give me... Oh! Now, did a trade mission to a city-state before give you influence? Or is that perhaps something unique to the Merchant of Venice? Please answer that question if you know, because that does kind of change things. I mean, I think at this point I'm still going to just annex Vancouver. Or should I come down and get Melbourne? I could do it. Nope, gonna do it. Gonna do this. And it doesn't actually... It says buy, and I didn't know if before that would mean that it actually cost something. Boom! Okay, so now my great question is, what happened? Alright. The cargo ship just went back and is now gonna be waiting for new orders. Got it. And that... Oh, that shot up my points. Yes! Oh, this is gonna be good. Now it went all the way back down, of course. Empty slots. What are you? Okay. Is that still there? No, of course not. Oh, that's the scout. You come on over. Oh, okay. I can't go in the deep ocean. Got it. So you come over this way, and you. Literally the only thing I can do, which would be to grow Vancouver, which looks like it would actually be good since Vancouver is starving. Let's see, did it change? Why did it not change? There we go, it is changed. And does Vancouver have a granary? They do, which means that after this is over, I can then flip it, because growth in my capital to me seems a little bit more important, actually. Did I gain? I did gain a worker. Oh, perfect. This is pretty awesome, actually. Not gonna lie. So you just come out this way. Keep building that road. I feel tempted to buy a worker, but I also feel like it's kind of silly, since both of my city-state acquisitions are basically filled to the brim with improvements. They actually literally are. Sydney's like way up there, that's right. La Venta loves me for that. Perfect. I love you. Oh, look. More trade routes. How wonderfully perfect. What can I upgrade you to? Will do. I have like... this is... Wow. This is actually a crazy good civ to be. Just because you get so... I mean, from acquiring a city-state, that is... It's probably overpowered. They're probably going to have to dull it down a little bit as they tweak the game. Because this is just insane that I can do that. And you better believe I'm going to be, like, building gardens and everything else I can here to get that as high as possible.
What is drama?
Alright, I'll just have you guys basically chill. You can come around and, like, be on the point. You're gonna start on your own road. Sure, I can get to currency in 3 turns. Let's do it. Oh, are these guilds, they're national wonders? Add up to 2 specialists to the building to gain culture and increase the... Oh! I thought they were just buildings. They're wonders. They're very cheap wonders. I think I'll go ahead and do this. And of course, currency But La Venta must have already had currency, because you see they have a market. So, interesting. So if you buy a city-state that already has a building in it that you actually don't have the tech to build, that building remains. Which... Oh... No. I might need to talk to you. Oh, it's too late. You've done it. Alright, well, I might as well stop building that road. That ain't gonna happen. I'll just have to get a harbor for that trade out. Stop doing it. Is there anything of worth I can do? You know what? Actually, I'm gonna build a fort up here, because it just worries me a little bit. See if I can go that way. No! 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 Oh, they took the crab. Ugh. And the sheep. Wow. Yeah, this is the Shoshone. They're totally... And now we have a border. No, why would you do this to me? You're stupid. I'm afraid that I may just have to resign myself to war, having to have... Can I... Oh, no. That's not cool. I can only barely get through, and probably not for long. So I really need to be able to get, you know, the later techs. Very interesting. Of course, granted, Hotel is like way down here in terms of points. I mean, he only has one more city than me, despite the fact that I've never had a settler. Yeah, you're just gonna come in here and chill. Yes. Oh, that deal must have been over. Yes, I don't get that. How come I can get by land to Porto, but not... Is it... I guess because of these two peninsulae, they're in the way and making the routes too long. Anyway, yeah, sure, that's what I'll do. Build a fort. You can hang out there. You can hang out here. Good, yes. Oh, and it's on a hill. Alright. They are not going to be taking Vancouver. It's not on my watch. Well, go shoot, eh? And actually, it has, quote, different resources from me. So, now it's not far away, so I'm guessing it wouldn't be an incredibly lucrative trade route, but it would still be something, at least in the early part of the game when I can't really do anything else. I think I'm on a wild goose chase over here. Alright. Whoa. Just boom, three free missionaries. And I think that was that Portugal? That's pretty huge. But I still want this, because I can do garden and a grand temple, both of which are things I very much enjoy. How's my religion doing, by the way? It should be spreading there, because I've got that trade route going. Huh. Now, of course, the problem here, this trade route with Zurich is actually bringing in Confucianism. And then... Oh, wait, what? That's a different symbol from that. Oh! But yet, this is... How is it... You know what, I have no idea. Okay, alright. Now, here we go. We have many new options. I don't think the ideologies are open yet. Nope, nope. Oh. Ideology opens up later. Alright. Exploration. Ooh, this would open up the hidden antiquity sites. So if I'm thinking a culture victory might be a good direction to go for Venice. You know, imagine that. So now it says each city you own will increase social policy costs by 5. Now does that mean, whereas like here, it says each city or puppeted city. So I'm going to guess this means just the cities. So in other words, never nothing, no increase for me. I think a cultural victory is really good, in which case aesthetics, learn great writers at 25, okay, that's really good. Construct things faster, culture stuff, okay, we're familiar with that. That would actually be incredibly helpful since I have so much happiness. That would be nice since my primary city has built a world wonder, several of them. For a great artist. Is that just it? Boom. Okay. Or... that is nice. And what's the, like, finisher here? Adopting all policies doubles the theming bonus. Alright, so that's getting into, like, tourism. Commerce is... Alright, more... What was it? Okay, does the same basic stuff. Yes, yes, yes. Plus 2 happiness from each luxury. Ooh, that's... See, I want them all, but I guess that's the point. Alright, so that's faster. That is nice. Okay. So basically they kind of split these in half, which makes sense. Alright, that's nice too. Plus 1 gold for each harbor, okay. That's okay. That is really nice. That's the... Alright, so there's that and that. But this is better than that. I want all 3 of them. And the finisher is... Right, of course, the antiquity sites. I think I'm going to do this first, because unlocking that in the very near future would be amazing. And then, of course... These as well would be pretty great for just the future growth of the entire tree. Yep, gonna do it. Okay. Unlocks building the Uffizi. Okay. Huh. I'm so curious as to how all of this is going to, like, pan out. Oh, right. Well, I mean, I'm still making gold, but I need things here in Vancouver. I need ships, fleets. Move in there. Oh, come on. Can I just say auto-explore and see where you go? Yes, I can. And I will. Get over here. You're just gonna hang out here and hope they don't get mad. How about it? Is he gonna move? Or is he just sitting there? Don't tell me I have a unit that I just haven't been using. Move, move, move. Yes, okay. Yep. And it will let me, and I'm assuming that it will let me, not because Venice can necessarily do it, but because definitely Vancouver has, I would assume these two most certainly, and maybe Melbourne as well, have options, and I would love to use all three of them. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Oh, right. He's over here building this fort.
Jak ci się podoba moja oferta?
That's... So he's the guy... Okay. I mean, we have a declaration of friendship, and he's on the other side of the Shoshone. So if anything, I actually really do want him to be my friend, because I'm just wary of this, especially with this new city down here. Where? Where did I care about? Nope. Slowly but surely. Alright. So far, I'm definitely enjoying the game, though. These new features, and I haven't even gotten to ideologies or tourism, and I think those are both going to be pretty gigantic. Or the whole World Congress thing, and perhaps if I'd wanted to see that earlier, I should have done a smaller map. But c'est la vie. Okay. Now I wonder, should I be using more of my money for city-states? I should. I should. Well, okay, what's the one? They want this one up there. Someone else is probably gonna get to it first, but sure. Does Laventa have walls? Yes. One odd positive side effect for me about having so many potentially, puppeted city-states is that they are much more likely to build good defensive structures than I am. Yeah, maybe that's a bad sign in terms of my playing style. But it means that I'm much more likely to actually, do things. All right, wait a minute. I want to see. Oh, okay. So I have to actually. But I don't want that. I want to see them. I want to see the whole world lit up, and I want the option to toggle back and forth. Come on, Civ, read my mind. I want everything. Yep, doing that. Gonna need it. Because especially since Venice has bonuses for trade routes, like that's just gonna need to happen. All right, you see if you can get through. If you can, that would be great. Does it allow? Okay. Now, is this a Venetian unique unit? Yes, it is. So apparently they're pretty freaking awesome. They're more expensive than a normal Gallius, but as you might expect. Can you do anything? Nope. So you are going to rebase to Vancouver. Ooh, and I will need you. Oh. Trade route. I have a lot of options here. This one, once again though, is by far the most Well, I don't get very much science. I've made. Does that maybe mean I've caught up with them in terms of science? Okay, this just says a lot of things. Okay, we both have 2 technologies that the other one does not. Okay, cool. Yep, doing it. That takes us back up. Yeah, we have 2 more trade routes to build. Well, 3 trade routes to add to the world. You know what? I'm going to do another one just right now. Boom. But then I'll leave the other one just to wait until Venice. Because whatever you do, you're stuck with for 30 turns unless something forces it to change. You cannot change your trade route in the middle of the 30 turns, which is interesting to note. Alright. Don't stop me. Let me through. Okay, why are they not moving? They're just sitting there. Alright. Establish trade route. Here we go! So, right, of course I can send food back home. I could do these, which give me more gold, actually. But I could also do this. I'm not worried about them. I have discovered... Alright, so I definitely want this. Yep. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, look. Someone else's. Or I don't know if that popped up for you, because this is not a full screen capture, it's a game capture. So tell me if a Steam alert just popped up that you could see or not. I'm curious. Nah. I will if I need to later. At least right now, everybody seems to be okay. They're not saying we have a disputed border. It's all good. You know, the more I think about it, actually, the needing to have a declaration of friendship to trade gold for resources, I kind of like it, because I end up doing that a lot. As in, I end up selling my resources to computers a lot. And so that makes me happy, because that forces them to like me more for it. And that is always a good thing to me. Hello. That is a big city. That is definitely bigger than Venice, isn't it? Yep. It's okay. Once he gets there, then we'll have 2 workers just getting on all of this. Portugal and Poland now friends. Well, that's fine. They're my friends too. We can have a 3-way alliance. I'm glad I said the word alliance. This is just... See, this one I always find potentially the most worthless. I mean, maybe it tells you something about the people that are like way down here. But, okay, so I happen to have this. I happened to have 80 more last turn before I upgraded. Like, what is this? You know, gold per turn seems like it would be much more, actually, you know, informative. Why are they just hanging out there? I don't understand. Aww. England's... Or no, that's... wow, why do I think that's England? They're totally gonna get that Milanese influence. Okay, yes, cool. Right, like I said, a 3-way alliance. And they tell me the same thing! Yes, I'm loving this 24 happiness per turn. Although I still want to know how in my previous game, that's the Dutch game that some of you may have watched, how Ethiopia at the end of the game had 118 happiness. I mean, that's just sick. Yes. Okay, I'm getting through. Ooh, now where is that? Ooh, okay. Now, is there a way for me to see what that trade route does? Can I... Is there a way for me to know? Come on. There should be a way. Trade route overview? Trade routes with you. Okay. Alright, so that's it. That's the only one. Trade routes available. Okay, so you can just, like, check all this out. Ooh, so... Oh! Wow. So... And these are just pure trade routes. And they all are sorted by... You know what? What exactly is going on here? And so I could sort them by... What would give me the most science would be Vancouver to Machu and La Venta to Porto, both of which I'm doing. Great. Or I could say, what would give me the most gold? Venice to there. You know what? I should do that. That is actually pretty great, and it would help. I mean, it would spread both religions. Is that? Where is that one going? No, it's only going there. Is that available? Oh, it's available here. Duh, it's available here because I built that thing. Oh my goodness. None are available there. Blah blah. Change home city to Vancouver. Yes, I'm sure. Done. Ooh, okay. You know what? I think I might have lied before when I said I wouldn't build another. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna build another caravan, and connect these two capitals. Okay, well that's gone, so you can just do whatever you want. Yeah. This is gonna be like a major trade hub. I want there to be a thing that says you have trade routes between them, and therefore they like you. Establish a trade route. So I could send food to Venice. Which, I mean, 8 food per turn. That is a significant amount, and actually not a horrible idea. These are identical in terms of what they're doing. Would this also be spreading religion? I think it. I mean, shouldn't it say so here? Come on. Trade routes available. So I want Venice to... Now why would this one not spread religion? I don't understand. Shouldn't it? I thought it does. Because, I mean, Venice is my religion, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know. But you know what? I'm not that far from being able to just build a freaking missionary and go over there and do it. So, in that case, I'll do this one. Because then if Vancouver gets the religion, it'll start spreading that religion that way, and this will help me head off this heathen Shoshone religion. How about it? Ooh, okay. I want my trade overview. This is... Alright. Trade routes available. What gives me the most money? Okay, I'm gonna be doing that. Venice to... I can do Venice to Zurich? Oh, and that spreads my religion. Done. Okay, you are rebasing back to Venice. Why does La Venta say it's not... Is it just built everything it can? It has just built everything it can. In which case, what's the... Guilds? Until then, it's just completely wasting its time. Wow. That's kind of impressive. Alright, I think I'm gonna get myself up to 8 working trade routes, and then take a little break, but I will be back to play more later today. No joke. And I always, whenever I finish, I immediately then go to upload the video. And it usually takes about as long as the video is for it to upload, and then for YouTube to process it. So this will be about an hour long. Let's see, I want to establish, and I want this motherlode. Oh yes. Now, but then there's also this, but I mean, I'm going to do them both. Ooh, and Milano's 8 per turn. Oh, great. Because the thing is, I don't want to give them too much science. I want to lead them in science. I'm staying pretty high up in the list, and I'm happy with that. Definitely happy with that. Oh, I want to check on my great merchant earnings. Oh! Great! And now I have 2 more trade routes. And in fact, I want to see, can I now go from Venice? I can go to there. I can go to there. Oh, that's wonderful. That's excellent. So I will start spreading. All right. So I'm going to establish this, and what I said I'd do is this one, right? Although, you know what? This one, it's 1 less gold per turn, but it only spreads my religion that way, rather than spreading their religion my way. I think that sounds pretty great. Ooh, I can get to La Venta. I don't understand why that doesn't spread my religion, but yeah, sure, whatever. Alright, science. I need guilds so that La Venta's not just wasting time. Good, you got through. Blah blah blah. Yes. Buy me a missionary. Wait, are they... Oh, they're listed at the top now. Okay. Where? Oh, way down there. I do not care. I'm just gonna just keep building. Just keep building. Yes, I'll do that. In fact, do merchants, do they do anything to no, they don't do anything to your trade routes. This is what I want to look at. Okay. And in fact, I should look at them empire-wide. It's this? Yes. So La Venta. Oh, look at this. Yes, 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 yes. That's wonderful. And now I'm getting 52 gold per turn for my trade routes. That is so good. I just can't express how happy that makes me.
Jak ci się podoba moja oferta?
Now, oh yes, I do in fact have a friendship with him. which is why I could potentially make it a deal about gold instead, but I have so much sugar, it's all good. Right, and this road is almost done, which is great. Because it's costing me money. It's definitely costing me some upkeep. You know what, you're just gonna... Well, no, you can't get through that way. I can already tell that. I don't know why I'm being stupid. You come up here, I suppose. You... Here, maybe? Sure, why not? What was this about? Well, I'll never know. I do think I should start trying to think about getting my... Ooh. Never mind. I ain't gonna get that. At least not in the time being. Zurich wants Sydney bullied. Sorry, Zurich. Oh, yes. Oh, good. Harbor. Yes. Harbor, 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 harbor. Will it start building a harbor? How much does a harbor cost? Harbors cost 580, so not that far. They... Oh, they do more things? Sea trade routes originating from the city have a 50% increase. Whoa! So that's huge. Wow, so many new features of even old things. That is just awesome. I'm not. I feel like 12 a turn faith is good, but yet I'm not really feeling like I'm doing much with it. Perhaps that will come in later. All right, you start doing that. We're almost there. Almost there. Should I try to start fighting them over here with religion? Or should I come back over here? You know, no. I'm going to bring it to Vancouver, because then Vancouver will start spreading it this way. Yep, that is what I want. What was it that a harbor does? A harbor does amazing things. And a harbor will allow it to also then be connected. Gosh, so many... Can I... What? Ah, scroll. Come on. 480. All right. You know what? Next turn, I'm just gonna buy. I'm gonna buy a cargo ship. More gold than I know what to do with. Just Shoshone, please don't start. Okay, spies. Wow. All right. So now spies can be either spies or diplomats, and diplomats have to do with World Congress votes. And boy, does it start getting complicated. This is gonna be really, really something.
The merchants and the traders have come.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have you go there and heal. All right. You know what? I'm gonna send you there, because I just... Alright. Do you want this spy to be a diplomat? A spy can be a diplomat if they are placed in the capital of another civilization they're not at war with. Diplomat will not attempt to steal technology from them, but will still provide intrigue. Okay. Determine their... So it sounds like to me, and do comment if you think that I'm wrong, that at this point in the game, you should put a spy. Once it gets a little bit further, then diplomat might start being worth it. But at least for now, yeah. Sure, let's do that. Okay. Trade routes. Oh, look at that. Oh, and it starts spreading the religion. Yes. That is what I want. Okay, you come back over here. So good. Where... Now, I wish it would say what it was. Oh, wait, it does say that, doesn't it? Previous route, okay. But that's maybe not what I want to do anymore, but maybe it is. I do not understand why these don't say spreading religion. In fact, I don't understand why these don't say spreading religion. I don't get it. What's the difference between the religion thing or not? Whereas that one does. That one would spread my religion. Why? Why that one and not that one? I mean, if it's difference just between these two, I'm going to do that one. Does it have my religion at all? No. But it could. Right, if this one was that, I'm going to do this. Yep. I am sure. Now I still have a ton of money. I could buy another one. How did I get... I don't understand. Sure, why not? And then once I have this harbor, I'll be able to... These ships will be able to go further, and will give more gold. I mean, it's just amazing, just amazing. Oh, good. And they started working the harbor, so then I'll have the trade connection there, rather the city connection, as they are now called. Now, why is that not spreading religion? I don't understand. But okay, still 11 gold per turn is pretty great. Right, let me just check. We good? We still good? Theoretically, I should be able to upgrade him, right? Or has that not happened yet? Yeah? And when is it? Ah, okay, just one more, astronomy. I always think it should happen like one thing earlier than it ends up being. Oh, I'm still only at 9 of my 10 trade routes. Whoa. Alright, Notre Dame is on the list. Somebody else went out there and took away one of my possible great merchant possibilities. In fact, how's this doing? Venice. Yeah, okay, Venice did do that, so they're... Yes! 7 per turn. That is not very many turns until my next great merchant, which means I should be thinking about who and where and what. Alright. Incense would be great to have. It would be great to have more iron. It actually is decently far from there and would give me kind of... and is pretty well protected geographically. They're hard to get to. They are not by a river. They have this very odd river that goes through them. The ones I'm considering would be that or this. I mean, Melbourne, obviously, really nobody's contesting that at all. Now, they probably have quite an army, but as opposed to... I mean, but who knows? Yeah, this unique ability is way overpowered. I mean, I can just add cities whenever I want. Boom, done, added. I mean, both cities are going to be within this like not both, I shouldn't say both. This would be within my like protected Venetian cove here, which is pretty great. I know I said I would probably have my last turn like 20 minutes ago, and my dog is looking at me, staring, begging, hoping that I'm gonna take him for a walk soon. So I promise I actually will. And then that will allow this to start uploading, but it's also so exciting. I can't stop. Oh, look at all this trade routes. Right, I am gonna like... Ooh, okay, what does this do? Must have a build mark. Okay, I must, for the city owner and the trade route owner gains. Trade routes. So other players will want to make trade routes with Venice. Right? That's what that means. And that is what my military advisor says I should do. So you know what? Okay, I'm gonna do what my military advisor says. I want to see the demographics real quick. Wait, what was the first one? Advisor Council. Oh, this is this thing. This is stupid. Demographics. I'm 8th in land. No big shock there. Population. You know, for a one-city challenge, I'm not doing bad. Okay. Somebody I haven't met. I'm top, and I have the most production, I have the most gold per turn, and I have the highest approval. My literacy rate is pretty good. Soldiers, I could bear to have a few more just to keep people at bay. The worst, oh, I'm loving the fact though that the Shoshone, the only people that militarily really scare me at the moment, are at the bottom. They have a quarter the soldiers than me. I don't understand. I don't understand how or why. And their approval rate. How is approval rate actually like calculated? And they also are the worst at manufacturing. So basically, I am just significantly better than they are. Alright, so there we have it. I will end this here at almost an hour and a half. Again, this is Jordan. This was part 2 of Venice Let's Play. I will start uploading it immediately, and I will be back to play more later on in the day.